You are welcome to the second module, which is talking about setting up the hacking lab. Penetration testing, which is also known as pen testing, is a structured approach to evaluating system security by simulating real-world cyber attack. The process consists of 5 key stages: reconnaissance, scanning, and enumeration, gaining access, maintaining access, and covering tracks and reporting. Each stage is crucial for identifying and mitigating security vulnerabilities effectively. For you to proceed with ethical hacking, you need to know what is a virtual machine. As you can see here, a virtual machine is a safe space for experimentation. There we're going to be conducting our hacking, our pen testing, and every other thing we need to do using various tools. We're going to use Linux for that. And why is that? The Linux is the hacker's operating system of choice because it is robust and straightforward. As you go along, you're going to learn how to download VirtualBox and Kali Linux. Then also we're going to learn how to install VirtualBox before you install Kali Linux, because the Kali Linux is going to live on the VirtualBox. If you don't want to use VirtualBox, you can also use another free tool known as VMWare Workstation Pro. When we move on from there, we're going to be creating our own first virtual machine. This is where we're going to practice everything we need to know when it comes to ethical hacking. From there, we're going to move to installing Kali Linux operating system. And I'm going to show you step by step on how to do this, so that after the video you can install Kali Linux anytime, any day. We're going to talk about network settings. You're going to know the different network settings and what they mean. We're going to talk about 5 stages of penetration test. You're going to understand that pen test is a process. So why do we use virtual machine? A virtual machine is like having another PC inside your physical PC. This is what I mean. You have a physical PC, which is the one you buy and use. Then instead of installing the Kali Linux on that physical PC, you are going to create a virtual machine inside your PC. This virtual machine is going to be a software based machine. After creating the virtual machine, you're going to install the Kali Linux inside this virtual machine. So a virtual machine, which is VM for short, is a software based emulation of a physical computer. It does what a physical computer can do. So it can run an operating system, just OS, and applications just like a physical computer, but it operates within a virtualized environment created by virtualized software called hypervisor. So virtual machines allow multiple operating systems to run simultaneously on a single physical machine, sharing the resources of that physical machine, such as CPU, memory, storage, and every other thing. So I'm going to show you how to create this virtual machine, and we're going to run our Kali Linux on this virtual machine. Now here are the popular virtual machines. We have number 1 there, which is the VMware Workstation. It's for desktop. We're going to see how to download VMware Workstation Pro for free. The second one there is the Oracle VirtualBox, which is free and open source. You will also learn how to download and install Oracle VirtualBox. Then Microsoft Hyper-V is built into Windows. Then the fourth one is a Parallel Desktop. This is for Mac and KVM, Linux-based open source. So here we're going to be making use of number 1 and number 2, which is VMware Workstation and Oracle VirtualBox. So why is Linux used in ethical hacking? Number 1, Linux is open source and customizable. Open source means that it is free to use, and you can also customize it based on your choice. So Linux is open source, meaning its source code is freely available for everyone to use. This allows ethical hackers to modify the OS to suit their needs. If you have the skills, you can modify the OS to suit your own need. You can audit the code for security vulnerabilities. You can create custom tools and scripts. Distributions like Kali Linux are specifically designed for penetration testing and ethical hacking. So here are some popular Linux distributions for ethical hacking. The first one there is Kali Linux, which is what we're going to use. The other is Parrot OS. We have Black Ark and Backbox. But we're going to make use of Kali Linux in this course. We're going to be talking about the 5 stages of a penetration test. Penetration testing, which is pen testing, is a structured approach to evaluating system security by simulating real-world cyber attack. The process consists of 5 key stages: reconnaissance, scanning and enumeration, gaining access, maintaining access, and covering tracks and reporting. Each stage is crucial for identifying and mitigating security vulnerabilities effectively. The first stage for penetration testing is reconnaissance. And what is reconnaissance? It means gathering information about the target. For example, company ABC hires you to perform a penetration testing on their website. This process is what you're going to follow in order to write your report at the end of the day. So you're going to collect publicly available information about the target before launching an attack. Now we have 2 types. We have number 1, which is passive reconnaissance. Then we have the second type, which is the active reconnaissance. And here are the examples. We shall talk about it in future videos. The second stage of pen testing is scanning and enumeration. So the objective of doing this is to identify active hosts, open ports, and services running on the target system. Port scanning means identifying open ports. Service enumeration is identifying service and versions, while vulnerability scanning means finding security weaknesses. And here are some of the tools you can use for that, which is mmap and others. Now the third stage is gaining access or exploitation. And why do we do this? The objective is to leverage identified vulnerabilities to gain unauthorized access. And the common attack method are exploiting outdated software, SQL injection, cross-site scripting, SSLs, buffer overflow, brute force attacks on passwords. Tools you can use for that is Metasploit. The first stage of pen testing is maintaining access. So what it means is that when you gain access, you have to maintain that access for the duration you want to. And what is the objective of this? You're going to ensure continued access and escalate privileges to gain full system control. And how do we do this? And what techniques do we use? We create backdoors for persistent access. Backdoors are those files we send to the target system in order to enable us maintain access to that target system. So the fifth is covering tracks and reporting. After gaining access to the target system, at the end of everything, you have to cover your tracks. You have to delete logs on that target system. So what is the objective here? Ethical hackers document findings, while malicious attackers erase logs. So one technique of doing that is deleting system logs to remove traces. These traces, if not removed, can be identified in the future, and the information will be used to identify an attack on this particular system. In conclusion, understanding these 5 penetration testing stages helps ethical hackers assess and improve security. So always conduct tests with legal authorizations and follow industry best practices. What it means is this: never conduct tests on a target that you don't have authorization to conduct that test. If you do so and you're caught, you could be punished for that action. So these are the 5 stages of penetration testing. It means that before I can successfully carry out penetration test, I have to go through these 5 stages. First one is reconnaissance, which is information gathering, then scanning and enumeration, then gaining access or exploitation, then maintaining that access or persistence and privilege escalation. Then the last one, I have to cover my tracks at the end of the test. So that is all for this, and I will see you on the next one.